question. This is what I wish I had known or done before attempting to thru hike the 2,650 mile Pacific Crest Trail. If you are new here, my name is Brooke. I recently attempted to thru hike the PCT and got off after 318 miles due to an ankle injury. So one of the things I wish I had did or really understood before starting the PCT was the success and failure rates for people attempting this hike. I just did a whole other ranty video about that recently, but the short version is that way over 50% of people who attempt to thru hike will not make it. They're going to get injured. They're just not going to want to be there anymore. Their finances may run out. For me, it was injury, and I wish if I'd really understood that and accepted that I could be that statistic, I could be someone that didn't make it, then I think maybe I would have been a little bit easier on myself when I got injured and had to leave. The other thing I wish I did that I would strongly recommend to anyone considering doing something like the PCT is that I wish I had done a longer shakedown hike beforehand. A shakedown hike, if you're not familiar with the term, is sort of like a practice run, a practice hike. Usually it's pretty short in order to test out your gear before doing something bigger like the PCT or the Appalachian Trail. And we hear the term shakedown hike usually used in the context of checking out your gear, your tent, your sleeping bag, your cook set, that's all working for you and that's what you want to commit to for this entire long distance hike that you're doing. But I am a strong advocate and wish I had done an emotional shakedown hike. And by that I mean I wish I had done a hike that was over 2 weeks long before attempting the PCT. I wish I had gone out and done the John Muir Trail last season in order to see whether or not thru hiking was something I really wanted to do. One, because if you follow my journey, you know that emotionally for the first couple of weeks on the PCT, I really struggled. I was profoundly homesick, which was a very weird feeling for me. I did not expect to be so anxious and so homesick for so much of the trail. And I think if I had gone and done something longer than just a couple of days, I would have maybe either realized that that's how I was going to feel, or I would have hopefully developed coping mechanisms sooner, so that when those feelings did come up on the PCT, I had better strategies to manage them. In my case also, I was taken off the PCT by an overuse injury, and so I think doing a shakedown hike that is over 100 miles in length, ideally probably something in the 200 mile range, would have allowed me to see the structural issues with my body, the issues with my gait, and how I walk that weren't going to present themselves on a 40 or 50 mile hike, which I had done previously, but that were ultimately what were going to contribute to my tendinitis and my ankle issues, which took me off trail. But yeah, understanding that failure is not just a reality, but a probability, and doing a shakedown, not just for my gear, but for my mind and my body, ideally a hike over 200 miles in terrain similar to the trail that you are hoping to do. Those are the things I would definitely recommend.